Hey Leo, welcome to your reading with me, Luci. So, I am a certified life coach. I'm also a tarot reader. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have a lot of Leo in your chart and you resonate with being a Leo. I'm going to do your reading today. So, I've already pulled a couple oracle cards from the Mystical Shaman deck because I like to get into your energy before I turn the camera on. But we're going to pull cards together on camera as well. I'm really digging your energy. It feels very abundant, Leo, because we've got the drum here and the gatherer. And even on the drum, like I'm seeing his shield as a pentacle. And I really noticed the falcon on that card. And falcons are connected to the god Horus, the Egyptian god Horus. And it talks about divinity and protection. It also talks about good fortune and victory after facing some obstacles or a struggle. And the fact that there's that shield and the falcon, like, I feel like you're facing an obstacle head on and you're going to be victorious. We've got the gatherer here. And this talks about abundance, going from the mindset of scarcity to an abundance mindset, and having a lot of it's about blessings, really about spirit making sure that you have all the resources that you need, so that you can heal that lack mindset. So that might be something that some of you are going through, where you're healing a lack mindset in regards to resources, I would say earthly things. So time, resources, material things. So let's get into the energy oracle cards and see what wants to come through as it pertains to this reading. What does Leo need to know? We've got the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, connected to Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel, when you see judgment in the tarot, that is Archangel Gabriel. The horn of judgment belongs to Gabriel. Let's see, one more. Yeah, we have all tied up. So, all tied up is like how I have written on this card, a lack of freedom, a lack of movement. Sometimes, because we've got the butterfly on this card as well, sometimes that's like being in a cocoon, right? It's going through a process, and things are transforming into something better, but it's very uncomfortable. Other times, that lack of freedom, lack of movement is, it can stem from a lot of different things. Just based on the other cards in your reading, I would say it's like a resource type energy, lack of resources, lack of something that you feel that you need, right? It's more of a survival thing that you're feeling all tied up in a situation. I feel like you feel all tied up in a situation, whether that's the way you're seeing it. And then with the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel here, that's your truth. It's you're being guided to speak your truth, to express yourself authentically. They say the truth will set you free, Leo. So there could be something that you need to say, something that you need to express, some kind of truth that needs to come out, that maybe you need to see that will set you free, or you need to hear that will set you free, is what I'm getting here. Let's get into the tarot. Yeah, the truth will set you free is coming through really strongly with those two cards together. Let's get some cards on the drum, please. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, and you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So that's what I was getting with the Gatherer, like going from an energy of, the Five of Pentacles in the upright is lack. It's, when we're struggling financially or in regards to resources. And Five of Pentacles reversed is improvements in your finances, improvements in your resources. Now, the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands shows me that you're going through some kind of opposition. And the Nine of Wands is all about perseverance. Like it says resilience on this card. But like I said, you are in for a victory, but it's like you have to stand your ground. And I don't know what you're up against, Leo, what this Five of Wands is. It could be a disagreement with someone else. Like it says on this card, a disagreement, misunderstandings leading to clashing perspectives, leading to discord. So it's like some kind of opposition. But the Nine of Wands means you're almost to the 10, and 10s are all about completion. So it's like some kind of burden is about to come to an end, and your circumstances are about to improve here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. But remember who you are, Leo, is coming through. There's something about, so this is just like channeling through. You don't need to be loud for your voice to be heard. Like you don't have to be the loudest in the room. You don't have to be, it's like you don't have to be loud and to be seen, to have your voice heard. I don't know why that wants to come through. Like you don't have to be loud. You don't have to fight in that sort of way. So maybe there's something about like somebody who speaks over you or somebody who tries to silence you. That almost like I can feel that in like my like upper stomach. Ugh, that feels gross. And in my throat a little bit. So let's pull some cards on the Gatherer for you, Leo. We have the Page of Cups. Very innocent energy. Yeah, the Three of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah. So the Page of Cups. I don't know if I said the Page of Swords. I meant the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very innocent energy. It's about seeing life from a more childlike viewpoint. Seeing everything as like an opportunity, which is interesting. Because with the Gatherer, like I said, it's like there's all, Spirit is like blessing you. And the Three of Swords can be a little bit of a jaded energy, right? Like the Three of Swords is painful. And usually you think of cups of water in the tarot as being what's emotional. But the Three of Swords is like you see these three swords through a heart, but the swords represent thoughts and realizations. And it's like when your brain, something clicks in your brain and it's so painful. But the truth here with the Ace of Swords, there's like a breakthrough in regards to some kind of pain, some kind of suffering that you've gone through. I feel like you're doing a lot of healing, Leo, and you're reaching some kind of truth within yourself. You're having some kind of epiphany that is bringing back this childlike energy. Some of you may have a child, could be a water sign. But this is like approaching life with a sense of wonder, having new ideas, feeling really creative. And sometimes creativity and imagination can come from pain, right? If you think about our imagination, it's almost an escape. from the reality of life. But sometimes the things that come to us through our imagination, through escape, can actually be revelatory. They can actually be breakthroughs, because we're not just looking at the problem that we have in our life. We're taking our eyes off the problem. We're taking our thoughts off the problem. So sometimes solutions can come through in that way. And that's really coming through here for you, because it's, yeah, that Three of Swords, like how I was feeling it earlier too, like in the top of my stomach when I was talking about you don't need to yell. You don't need to yell to have your voice heard or be the loudest in the room for somebody to listen to you. That's very strong. Let's see. Let's clarify this fifth chakra, the throat chakra, for you. That's coming through. Why are we highlighting the throat chakra? That also talks about self-esteem with the throat chakra. So we've got the Five of Cups, the Death card, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you are, like I said with like I mentioned the butterfly, with the transformation that you're going through. Something's transforming. The Five of Cups is a disappointment. It's a loss. And the Death card, it's like nothing will ever be the same again. It's a major transformation in your life. Something has come to an end, and it's sad. But at the same time, with the Eight of Cups, you're moving towards the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. So there, with the Eight of Cups, he's walking away from these 8 cups that are still standing. There's some good things in these cups, and there's some bad things in these cups. And they've helped you to learn and evolve, but you essentially are going on your spiritual journey, and you are releasing what no longer serves you and letting it go and moving forward. You're healing from the loss of something and realizing that there's more in the future, right? It's like your spiritual journey, your spiritual quest that you're on. I feel like you're having some kind of epiphany, and it's helping you to heal from losing something, and the Death card is like the ending of a major cycle and a metamorphosis. It's also, with the Eight of Cups and the Death card, talks about your evolution. You are evolving. And not every human gets to do that in their lifetime. Yeah. And when I talk about something being lost, something transforming, so like a death and a rebirth, sometimes that is part of you. Sometimes it's a habit, sometimes it's a relationship, sometimes it's an identity that we hold ourselves in, or a belief that we've had for our whole lives, or a good portion of our lives. There's a disappointment with something here, and actually learning from it and taking knowledge from it and letting the rest go, right? Which is very commendable, Leo. So let's look at All Tied Up. Yeah, some kind of new truths are going to be revealed to you through this process. So you've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So there could be someone in your life who, I'm seeing you as this Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. No, it is. There's an opportunity here. So it could be from someone that you know, could be someone you don't know, but they are a leader in whatever they do. They're someone who is very logical, very ethical with the King of Swords. They are very wise, very knowledgeable. They're someone that you would go to for advice, right? Like they've got their head on their shoulders. They've got their head on straight. You as the Queen of Pentacles we're really talking about resources here, Leo. Like, you're being called to look at your resources, how you take care of yourself, how you're going to be able to take care of yourself, what you need. Some of you, there's a new job here. There's a new opportunity being offered with the Page of Pentacles that's going to help you with your resources. And I feel like it's offered by this King of Swords. So this could be a boss or a new boss. If you are going through the court systems, this could be a judge who is, if you, like I said, if you have children or a child, this could be, help from the father or mother, depending on who you are. If you are needing resources, there is help here. Some of you could be going back to school for something is coming through. I feel like there's been something that's happened in your life that has really made you rethink finances and how you take care of yourself. And it's like being very practical. Something has caused you to need to be very practical, Leo. And Spirit is saying that you are provided for, you will be provided for. And the fear of lack, you're not going to have that moving forward. I want to see, give me more. Oh my gosh, we got the Empress underneath the deck, which is very abundant energy. Let's see more on this Page of Pentacles for Leo. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, how I said you were at the Nine of Wands, which means the Ten of Wands is near close of a very hard cycle. Like you probably are tired. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of healing, like I said, that is happening. God, you've persevered through something, Leo. The Page of Swords, there could be someone very compassionate also with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords, who's seen you go through this, who wants to offer help. Somebody who's very empathetic, very intuitive. Maybe they've gone through something similar, who may reach out to you and want to help. This could be that King of Swords energy, but maybe they show up as a King of Swords, but on the inside they're like a Queen of Cups, like they're very soft on the inside. Others of you, I feel like there could be an opportunity for you to share your story. Whatever it is that you've gone through, Leo. You know what's interesting? You might want to look up what is your Chiron wound, and see where that is in your chart, like what sign, what house that's coming through. Because our Chiron wound, it's the wounded healer. It's the wound that we have through our usually young lives, and then we become the healer later on in life because we can help others through who maybe have the same wound, because we've worked through it. It is a burden, your Chiron wound, but you work through it and you close that cycle out, and then you're even better than most with whatever that wound is because you had so many challenges in regards to it. That's the blessing of it. um, which it's Chiron, not Saturn. We always say Saturn brings the blessing, but it's very similar in that way. The fact that Saturn just came up could be something for you as well. I don't want to go on a tangent with that because it's funny. If you're into astrology, if you watch tarot, but you're also into astrology, we talk about, the gift that you get after the challenges. Maybe it's because I'm who I am and how I'm made up. I get a little frustrated with that because, the gift really is that what you learned from it and who you are after the journey of it, the struggle. The gift is like, look how much better you are with dealing with these kind of situations. And it's like, maybe I shouldn't have, why'd the universe give me that situation at all? Like, I didn't want that. You know what I mean? Like, there's those kind of things. So I don't like, if you feel bitter with me saying that, I'm sorry. I understand. I understand that that's when I talk about the gifts after a struggle, like it's still shit, right? It is. Earth is hard. And I don't mean to make light of it. As someone who's gone through enough struggles myself, I never mean to make light of anybody else's struggle. But that's what I have for you, Leo. I actually see a lot of improvement coming through here for you, I'm very happy for you for that. All right, sending you lots of love and wishing you all the best, Leo. Bye.